The arena is electrified with energy as the lights dim and eerie music fills the air. Thousands of thousands of VHS test tapes line the walls, and purple slime drips from every crevice. The crowd roars in anticipation as the show begins with a dark, candlelit room appearing on the big screen. Susie and the Banshees perform a live rendition of their song Spellbound, captivating the audience and bringing their interest back. As the song fades, VP Dana Scully steps into the ring, the fans eagerly awaiting her announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you that the highly anticipated match between Mike Tyson and Scott Steiner will not happen tonight. The crowd erupts in boos, throwing trash into the ring in frustration. Dana Scully tries to maintain order. Please, calm down. I understand your disappointment, but I promise you this match will happen at a later date. The boos continue, but the crowd begins to quiet down as the lights dim again. The big screen shows a dark, candle-lit room. Lady Gaga stands in the center, chanting an incantation. By the power of darkness, I command thee, Bars, to relinquish thy championship for what you despise most, chocolate ice cream. Bars, looking dazed and confused while angrily smoking a boiled egg, walks to the ring with the 14-12 championship in hand. He approaches a table with a gallon of chocolate ice cream and, under Gaga's spell, places the championship on the table and takes the ice cream. Bars, I can't resist. Suddenly, Freddy Krueger appears on the big screen, laughing maniacally. Bars, you've been duped. The championship is now vacated. Tonight, we will have an 8-person tournament to crown a new 14-12 champion. Let the chaos begin. The crowd buzzes with excitement as they process the shocking turn of events. That's right. Tonight's main event will be a tournament featuring 8 of the top contenders. Who will emerge as the new 14-12 champion? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Bars, still holding the gallon of chocolate ice cream, looks furious. He slams the ice cream onto the table and grabs the microphone. Bars, Freddy, Gaga, this isn't over. I will get my championship back and I will make you both pay for this. Lady Gaga's laughter echoes through the arena as the camera zooms in on her face on the big screen. Good luck, Bars. You'll need it. The lights come back on as the crowd continues to buzz with excitement. Dana Scully exits the ring and the show transitions to the next segment, setting the stage for an action-packed night of wrestling. Cut to the commentary team of Mr. Feeney and Jim Ross. Mr. Feeney, what a shocking start to tonight's episode. The 14-12 championship is up for grabs in an 8-person tournament. Who will rise to the occasion and claim the title? This is going to be one wild night, folks. Stay tuned for all the action and surprises coming your way. The camera captures the excited crowd as the show goes to a commercial break, leaving the audience eagerly anticipating the tournament to come. Segment 1. The show returns from the commercial break. The camera pans over the energetic crowd as the commentators introduce the first match of the night. Bars joins the commentary booth, still fuming over the earlier events. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to kick off the 14-12 championship tournament quarterfinals with a highly anticipated match. Joining us at the commentary booth is Bars, who has quite a lot on his mind. You bet I do, Feeney. This whole situation is a joke. Gaga, Freddy, boiled eggs, I'm sick of it all. But I'll be damned if I don't get my title back. We understand your frustration, Bars, but for now, let's focus on the action in the ring. Our first match is Mike Tyson versus Akeem, the African Dream. The camera cuts to the ring as Mike Tyson makes his entrance to a roaring ovation from the crowd. He looks determined and focused, ready to take on his opponent. Akeem, the African Dream, follows, dancing his way to the ring with confidence. The following contest is a quarterfinal match in the 14-12 championship tournament. Introducing first from New York City, Iron Mike Tyson. The crowd erupts in cheers as Tyson enters the ring, his intense demeanor intimidating his opponent. And his opponent from the deepest, darkest Africa, Akeem, the African Dream. Akeem dances his way to the ring, but his confidence is visibly shaken as he faces off against Tyson. This is going to be a clash of styles, folks. Tyson's raw power against Akeem's unorthodox tactics. The bell rings and the match begins. Akeem tries to use his size and strength to overpower Tyson, but Tyson's speed and precision prove too much. Tyson is a force to be reckoned with. Akeem needs to be careful here. Tyson dodges a wild swing from Akeem and counters with a rapid series of punches, backing Akeem at the corner. The crowd is on their feet, cheering Tyson on. Bars. Look at Tyson go. If only he could knock some sense into Gaga and Freddy. Tyson lands a devastating uppercut, sending Akeem reeling. Sensing victory, Tyson winds up and delivers a knockout punch that sends Akeem crashing to the mat. Good God Almighty, Tyson's punch is unstoppable. The referee counts to 3 and the bell rings, signaling the end of the match. Tyson stands tall, his hand raised in victory. Here is your winner, Iron Mike Tyson. The crowd roars with approval as Tyson celebrates his win, flexing his muscles and acknowledging the fans. What a dominant performance by Mike Tyson. He advances to the semifinals of the 14-12 championship tournament. Yeah, great win, but the real fight is getting my title back from those clowns. The camera cuts to a wide shot of the arena, capturing the excitement of the crowd. The show transitions to the next segment, with Bars continuing to vent his frustrations at the commentary booth. Segment 2. The show returns from the break, and the camera focuses on the ring as the next quarterfinal match is about to begin. The crowd is buzzing with excitement. Welcome back, everyone. Our next match in the 14-12 championship tournament quarterfinals features Scott Steiner taking on Eric Matthews. This one is going to be intense, folks. Scott Steiner is accompanied by his rabid tigers and the sentient dumpster, while Eric Matthews has Jason Marsden and the Egyptian mummy in his corner. Bars, Steiner better watch out. Eric Matthews might surprise him, or not. This whole tournament is a farce without me in it. The camera cuts to the entrance ramp as Scott Steiner makes his way to the ring, flanked by his rabid tigers and the sentient dumpster. The crowd reacts with a mix of boos and cheers. The following contest is a quarterfinal match in the 14-12 championship tournament. Introducing first, accompanied by his rabid tigers and the sentient dumpster, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. Steiner flexes his muscles and taunts the crowd as he enters the ring. The tigers circle the ring menacingly. Mr. Feeney. Scott Steiner looks ready for a fight. Eric Matthews is going to have his hands full. Eric Matthews' music hits, and he makes his entrance accompanied by Jason Marsden and the Egyptian mummy. The crowd cheers for Eric, who looks determined despite the odds. And his opponent, accompanied by Jason Marsden and the Egyptian mummy, Eric Matthews. Eric and his entourage make their way to the ring, trying to ignore the intimidating presence of Steiner's tigers. Eric Matthews is showing a lot of courage here. He's got his work cut out for him. The bell rings and the match begins. Eric Matthews tries to use his agility to avoid Steiner's powerful attacks, but Steiner's strength and experience quickly become apparent. Eric Matthews didn't stand a chance, dude. Steiner dominates the match, delivering suplexes and power moves that leave Eric reeling. Despite a brief comeback attempt by Eric, Steiner catches him with a belly-to-belly suplex. Come on, Eric, get up and fight. Show Steiner what you're made of. Steiner locks in the Steiner recliner, and despite his best efforts, Eric Matthews is forced to tap out. The bell rings, and Steiner stands victorious. Here is your winner by submission, Scott Steiner. The crowd reacts with a mix of boos and cheers as Steiner releases the hold and flexes his muscles in celebration. Mr. Feeney. Scott Steiner advances to the semifinals of the 14-12 championship tournament, a dominant performance. Eric Matthews gave it his all, but Steiner was just too much for him. Post-match, Steiner grabs Jason Marsden and delivers a brutal Steiner screwdriver on the concrete floor. EMTs rush out to check on Marsden as Bars cuts a promo on Steiner from the commentary booth. Steiner, you think you're tough? You think you can just run over everyone? Well, guess what? I'm coming for you. You and your rabid tigers better watch out, because Bars is not done yet. Steiner glares at Bars from the ring, flexing his muscles and shouting back as the camera captures the intense stare down. The show transitions to the next segment, leaving the crowd in suspense. Segment 3. The camera transitions back to the arena, where the crowd is eagerly awaiting the next match in the 14-12 Championship Tournament quarterfinals. Welcome back, everyone. Up next, we have a match that could be quite the spectacle. It's Hulk Hogan taking on Dave Meltzer. This is going to be interesting, folks. Let's see if Hogan can still bring it in the ring. I can't believe they let Meltzer in the tournament. This should be good. The camera cuts to the entrance ramp as Hulk Hogan's iconic music hits. The crowd erupts in cheers as Hogan makes his way to the ring, flexing his muscles and ripping his shirt. The following contest is a quarterfinal match in the 14-12 Championship Tournament. Introducing first, from Venice Beach, California, Hulk Hogan. Hogan enters the ring, playing to the crowd and getting them hyped up. Hogan looks ready to go. He's still got that fire. Let's see if he can back it up in the ring tonight. Dave Meltzer's music hits, and the crowd reacts with a mix of boos and laughter as he makes his way to the ring, looking determined despite the odds. And his opponent from San Jose, California, Dave Meltzer. Meltzer enters the ring, trying to look confident as he faces off against the legendary Hulk Hogan. Bars. Meltzer's about to get a reality check. The bell rings and the match begins. Meltzer tries to use knowledge of wrestling a sling to outmaneuver Hogan, but Hogan's strength and experience quickly take over. Hogan's still got it, folks. Hogan delivers a series of punches and body slams, leaving Meltzer reeling. Despite a brief comeback attempt by Meltzer, Hogan catches him with a big boot to the face. Hogan's on fire. Meltzer's in trouble. Hogan hits the ropes and delivers his signature leg drop, covering Meltzer for the three count. The bell rings and Hogan stands victorious. Here is your winner by pinfall, Hulk Hogan. The crowd erupts in cheers as Hogan poses for the fans, flexing his muscles and playing to the crowd. Mr. Feeney, Hulk Hogan advances to the semifinals of the 14-12 Championship Tournament, a dominant performance. Bars. I hate to say it, but Hogan looked good out there. Post-match, the random kid managed by Bobby Heenan runs down the ramp with a mischievous grin. He grabs Meltzer's Wrestling Observer newsletter and proceeds to urinate on it, much to the crowd's shock and amusement. Elvira, what on earth is that kid doing? Jim Ross, this is disgusting. Someone needs to stop that kid. Heenan grabs a microphone and begins to bury Hogan. Hogan, you're nothing but a washed-up has-been. You think you still got it? That leg drop is a joke, just like your entire career. Hogan glares at Heenan from the ring, flexing his muscles and shouting back as the camera captures the intense stare down. The show transitions to the next segment, leaving the crowd in suspense. Segment 4. The camera returns from commercial break to find Bobby Heenan still in the ring, continuing his tirade against Hulk Hogan. Hogan, you're a fraud. You've been politicking to keep the random kid out of the tournament because you know he would embarrass you. You're scared of a kid, Hogan. Mr. Feeney, enough is enough. Heenan needs to be stopped. Heenan is abruptly cut off as Psychro's entrance music hits. The crowd reacts with a mix of cheers and boos as Psychro makes his way to the ring, ready for his quarterfinal match. The following contest is a quarterfinal match in the 14-12 Championship Tournament. Introducing first from the depths of space, Psychro. Psychro confidently enters the ring, his laser gun in hand, ready for action. Psychro looks ready to go. Let's see if he can outsmart his opponent tonight. Kevin McAllister's entrance music hits and the crowd erupts in cheers as Kevin makes his way to the ring, accompanied by the Wet Bandits, Harry and Marv. And his opponent, accompanied by Harry and Marv, from Chicago, Illinois, Kevin McAllister. Kevin enters the ring, high-fiving fans and looking determined to advance in the tournament. Harry and Marv lurk at ringside, plotting their next move. Kevin McAllister has quite the entourage with him tonight. Let's see if it helps or hinders him. The bell rings and the match begins. Psychro immediately uses his agility to outmaneuver Kevin, delivering a series of quick strikes. Kevin, however, uses his resourcefulness to counter Psychro's attacks, setting up traps and using his environment to his advantage. Kevin McAllister is a crafty competitor. He's not going down without a fight. As the match progresses, Harry and Marv attempt to interfere on Kevin's behalf, but their clumsy efforts only serve to distract the referee. Psychro takes advantage of the chaos, delivering a low blow to Kevin and rolling him up for the pin. Announcer, here is your winner by pinfall, Psychro. Psychro advances to the semifinals with a clever victory. Psychro celebrates his victory as Harry and Marv try to apologize to Kevin for their botched interference. Kevin glares at them, clearly frustrated with their antics. Suddenly, Ailey and AJ storm down the ramp with a flamethrower, attacking the Wet Bandits. The crowd gasps in shock as flames burst around the ring, creating a chaotic scene. Good God Almighty! Ailey and AJ have brought a flamethrower. This is absolute madness. Mr. Feeney, this is completely out of control. Someone needs to stop this. Allie and AJ continue their fiery assault on the Wet Bandits, leaving Harry and Marv charred and incapacitated. Kevin McAllister looks on in shock and horror as the arena descends into chaos. The camera captures the mayhem before transitioning to the next segment, leaving the audience on the edge of their seats. Segment 5. The camera returns to the arena where Bars is at the commentary booth, devouring a massive bowl of spinach dip. Mr. Feeney, sitting beside him, shakes his head in mild amusement. Well, Bars, I have to say, you sure do have an interesting choice of snacks. I need my spinach dip to calm my nerves, Feeney. But let's talk about this next match. We're finally getting Tyson versus Steiner after Dana Scully canceled it earlier. The irony is thick, huh? Absolutely, Bars. This is the showdown everyone has been waiting for. Let's see if Tyson's fists of fury can take down Scott Steiner and his rabid tigers. The camera shifts to the ring as the announcer introduces the competitors. The following contest is a semifinal match in the 1412 Championship Tournament. Introducing first from the streets of Brooklyn, New York, Iron Mike Tyson. The crowd erupts in cheers as Mike Tyson makes his way to the ring, his intense gaze fixed on the task ahead. Mr. Feeney. Tyson looks focused and ready. Steiner better be on his A-game tonight. And his opponent, accompanied by his rabid tigers and the sentient dumpster from Detroit, Michigan, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner makes his entrance, his tigers snarling and the sentient dumpster rolling beside him. The crowd reacts with a mix of boos and excitement. Steiner's got his entourage, but Tyson's fists might be the great equalizer here. The bell rings, and the match begins. Steiner charges at Tyson, attempting to overpower him with his raw strength. Tyson ducks a clothesline and delivers a series of rapid punches to Steiner's midsection. Tyson's speed and precision are remarkable. Steiner's in trouble. Steiner tries to rally, using his strength to lift Tyson into a suplex. Tyson, however, counters midair, landing behind Steiner and delivering a devastating uppercut that sends Steiner stumbling. Jim Ross. Tyson is on a rampage tonight. The crowd is on their feet as Tyson continues his assault, dodging Steiner's wild swings and delivering a final knockout punch to Steiner's jaw. Steiner collapses to the mat, unconscious. Here is your winner by knockout, Mike Tyson. The fans lose their minds, cheering wildly as Tyson stands victorious in the ring. Tyson's knockout power is something to behold. He advances to the finals. Tyson celebrates his victory as the camera captures the shocked and awed expressions of the fans. Steiner's tigers look confused, circling their fallen master. The scene transitions to the next segment, leaving the audience buzzing with excitement. Segment 6. The camera returns to the arena where the crowd is buzzing in anticipation for the next semifinal match. The announcer steps into the ring. The following contest is a semifinal match in the 1412 Championship Tournament. Introducing first from the planet Crow, Psychro. Psychro makes his entrance, his laser gun in hand as the crowd reacts with a mix of boos and cheers. Jim Ross. Psychro has been impressive so far in this tournament. Let's see if he can overcome the Hulkster. And his opponent from Venice Beach, California, the immortal Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's iconic music hits, and the crowd erupts in cheers. Hogan makes his way to the ring, flexing his muscles and cupping his ear to the crowd's adulation. Hogan's heading to the finals, bro. Can you feel the energy in here? The bell rings and the match begins. Psycho tries to use his agility to outmaneuver Hogan, delivering quick strikes and laser blasts. Hogan, however, absorbs the attacks, shaking them off with his trademark resilience. Mr. Feeney. Hogan's showing why he's one of the greats. Psycho's going to need more than speed to take him down. Psycho climbs to the top rope, aiming for a high-flying attack. Hogan catches him midair, slamming him to the mat with a powerful spine buster. The crowd roars as Hogan hulks up, feeding off their energy. Here we go, folks. Folks, Hogan's in the zone. Hogan whips Psycho into the ropes, hitting him with a big boot. The crowd is on their feet as Hogan bounces off the ropes, delivering the leg drop to Psycho's chest. Here is your winner by pinfall, Hulk Hogan. The crowd erupts as Hogan poses in the ring, celebrating his victory and advancing to the finals. Hogan's heading to the finals, bro. This is epic. Post-match, Lady Gaga's music hits and she appears on the big screen addressing Bars at the commentary booth. Bars, I see you're still struggling with that boiled egg smoking spell. I'll reverse it for you, but it's going to cost you $7,300. Bars, looking desperate, quickly agrees. Fine, Gaga. Just reverse the spell already. I'll give you the money. Gaga laughs and waves her hand, chanting an incantation. The spell is lifted, and Bars immediately feels the relief. Bars? Finally, no more boiled eggs, worth every penny. Mr. Feeney, it looks like Bars is free from Gaga's spell. The stakes keep getting higher in 1412 wrestling. The camera captures Hogan celebrating in the ring as Bars looks relieved at the commentary booth. The scene transitions to the next segment, keeping the excitement and drama at an all-time high. Segment 7. The camera returns to the commentary booth where Bars, now free from Gaga's spells, angrily throws the gallon of chocolate ice cream against a wall. The crowd roars as he vents his frustration. I want my championship back. Gaga will pay for this. Bars, it's clear you've been through a lot lately. Losing the 1412 championship, dealing with those spells, what's your plan to get back on top? Jim, it's simple. I'm going to take out anyone who stands in my way. Gaga thinks she's untouchable, but she's about to learn that I'm not someone you can mess with and get away with it. Bars, your determination is admirable, but Gaga's witchcraft has proven to be quite the challenge. How do you plan to counteract her powers? Feeney, I'm not afraid of her spells. I've been through worse. What matters now is getting my championship back. I've fought through everything thrown at me, boiled eggs, chocolate ice cream, and spells. Gaga is going to find out the hard way that I'm unstoppable. You've had a rough road, Bars, but you've shown resilience time and time again. The fans are behind you, and they want to see you reclaim your title. What's your message to Gaga and the rest of the 1412 roster? Gaga, you better watch your back. I'm coming for you, and I won't stop until I have that championship back around my waist. And to the rest of the roster, if you think you can stand in my way, think again. I'm on a mission, and nothing and no one will stop me. As Bars finishes his passionate declaration, the crowd is on their feet, cheering for his determination. Suddenly, the inventor of boiled eggs emerges from the crowd, sneaking up behind Bars with a bucket of boiled eggs. Bars, you've underestimated me for the last time. The inventor dumps the bucket of boiled eggs over Bars' head, causing him to jump up in shock and anger. The crowd boos as Bars wipes the eggs from his face, seething with rage. You again. I've had enough of your boiled eggs. This is uncalled for. The inventor of boiled eggs just crossed the line. Bars, you need to stay focused. Don't let him get the better of you. Bars grabs the inventor by the collar, lifting him off the ground. Bars, you're going to regret this, inventor. I'm going to make sure you pay for every single boiled egg you've thrown at me. The crowd cheers as Bars throws the inventor into the barricade, sending a clear message that he's not to be messed with. The camera captures the intense scene before transitioning to the next segment. Segment 8, Match 7, 1412 Championship Tournament Final, Mike Tyson versus Hulk Hogan. The camera transitions back to the arena where the crowd is buzzing with anticipation for the final match of the night. The ring is set for the 14-12 championship tournament final. Mike Tyson and Hulk Hogan make their entrances, with the crowd giving a mixed reaction to both competitors. The following contest is the final match of the 14-12 championship tournament, and it is for the 14-12 championship. Introducing first from Catskill, New York, weighing 220 pounds, Iron Mike Tyson. Tyson makes his entrance looking focused and determined as the crowd cheers him on. And his opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing 302 pounds, Hulk Hogan. Hogan enters the arena to a chorus of cheers and boos, flexing and posing for the crowd. The tension is palpable as both men stand in the ring, ready for the match to begin. Folks, this is it, the final match of the night. Who will walk out as the new 14-12 champion? Both of these men have fought hard to get here. This is going to be an incredible battle. The bell rings, and the match begins, with Tyson and Hogan circling each other. Hogan tries to use his size and strength to overpower Tyson, but Tyson's speed and agility keep him out of reach. The two exchange blows, with Tyson landing quick jabs and Hogan responding with powerful punches. Pauly Shore. Hogan's trying to keep up with Tyson, but Tyson's too quick. As the match progresses, Hogan starts to gain the upper hand, using his strength to slam Tyson to the mat. He follows up with a series of elbow drops, but Tyson manages to kick out at 2. Hogan goes for his signature leg drop, but Tyson rolls out of the way at the last second. Jim Ross. Tyson narrowly avoids the leg drop. This match is anyone's game. Tyson gets back to his feet and delivers a series of rapid-fire punches to Hogan's midsection, driving him into the corner. Hogan tries to fight back, but Tyson's speed and precision are too much for him. Tyson delivers a devastating uppercut, sending Hogan reeling. Mr. Feeney. Tyson's got Hogan on the ropes. Can he finish him off? With the crowd on their feet, Tyson delivers a final knockout punch to Hogan, sending him crashing to the mat. The referee counts to 3, and the bell rings. Here is your winner, and the new 14-12 champion, Iron Mike Tyke Tyson. The crowd erupts as Tyson is handed the 14-12 championship belt. He raises it high above his head, celebrating his hard-fought victory. Mike Tyson is the new 14-12 champion. What a night. What a match. Tyson continues to celebrate in the ring, posing with the championship belt as the crowd cheers. The camera captures the victorious moment before transitioning to a commercial break. Segment 9. The camera transitions back to the arena, where the crowd is still buzzing from Mike Tyson's victory. Suddenly, Barr's music hits, and he storms to the ring, microphone in hand, looking furious. Bars. Tyson, you may have the championship now, but I'm coming for you. This isn't over until I say it's over. Mike Tyson, still holding the 14-12 championship belt, steps forward, ready to respond. Before he can say a word, Hulk Hogan, still recovering from his match, gets up in the ring and blindsides Bars, attacking him from behind. The crowd erupts in shock as the two start brawling. Jim Ross, good God almighty, Hogan's attacking Bars. This is chaos. As Bars and Hogan trade blows, the sound of a revving engine echoes through the arena. The crowd turns to see the Iron Sheik and Gary Busey driving a golf cart into the arena, heading straight for the ring. They plow through the barricades and drive right into Hogan, knocking him down. Iron Sheik, Hogan, you jabroni, this is our turf. Welcome to the wild side. The crowd is in a frenzy as the ring descends into complete chaos. Bars and Tyson continue to brawl while the Iron Sheik and Gary Busey stand over Hogan, taunting him. Security rushes into the ring trying to separate the fighters, but the chaos only intensifies. Folks, this is absolute pandemonium. We need to get control of this situation. The camera captures the chaotic scene in the ring as security struggles to maintain order. The crowd is on their feet, cheering and shouting as the wrestlers continue to fight. The screen fades to black, leaving the audience in suspense for what will happen next. This has been one of the wildest nights in 14-12 wrestling history. Good night, and see you next time. The show ends with the 1412 wrestling logo on the screen, promising more action and chaos in the episodes to come. Current champions: World Champion Mike Tyson, Tag Team Champions Woody and Buzz Lightyear, Competitive Eating Champion Joey Tribbiani, Laser Gun Surfing Battle Champion Psychro, Divas Champion Lady Gaga, Sword Fighting Champion Lady Gaga,